Howdy. Did everybody have a good 5th of November? I know I did. Where did I put the glasses? Oh dear. Well, I'll check them in a minute. One person in. Hello, how you doing? Hope you're right. I'm just trying to get my page up on the computer. Hello, Rob, mate. How you doing? Because it's you, Rob. Wait a minute. I've just got to get up and get my glasses, mate. Right, I might be able to see a little bit now. Let's put that into top chat. That was absolute hassle trying to see that on Tuesday night, mate. I could hardly see any comments coming up at all. Then I just had the coppers right beside me all the time in my ear. Right, let's have a look. LCTV, hello. Rob Brandon, easy mate, how you doing? Do what you got to do. Yeah, mate, I just take and put them on. Team Urbix Little Big, hello mate. Hello Mary, how you doing? Hope you're well. Much fun watching the live. Well, both lives. Well, sometimes when it got grainy, Rob, it's because because London nicked my connection as soon as it got there. I lost all my data. Accidentally left it on. So I had to piggyback off my friend, and they were walking behind me. The thing is, they kept getting behind me. That's why sometimes it was not the best picture. And then, as you would have seen, I had that fucking copper on. Sorry, language. I had that copper on me all the time. You know what I mean? And then they had the riot police here, riot police there, trying to push everybody. And it was just like, calm down, man. It's peaceful. Right, let's have a look. It said it buffered there. So let me know if it did, peeps. Hi there, buddy. Hope you're well. Bernard Yorkshire. Hello, mate. How you doing? Hope you're well. I'm good, mate. I'm driving in Ireland, so you can't text. That's all right, mate. That sound us. But how are you? How are you, new blue coat friend? Oh, mate. You know what I mean? Oh, he didn't understand me when I said to him, "Have you ever worked in a glue factory?" You know what I mean? What? I was like, actually, Rob, I'll tell you what. They knew that my power bank had gone down. As soon as the live stream went off, they got cocky as hell, mate. And then as we come around to the leaving bit to do the end bit, at Trafalgar Square, they knew the camera was off and they threatened me. They physically threatened me, saying, next year we're having you, and then we might even come and get you beforehand. And I was like, whatever, mate, whatever. And he goes, you see. You know what I mean? And I was like, whatever, mate. You know what I mean? But no, that's a threat, and didn't get it on camera. I wish I did, because I would have made an official complaint to the Met. But yeah, talk about stuck to them like glue, mate. Oh, I done my head in. And then we had half the protest. Did you know some people tried to split in the protest at the start to go to another one? We got there was nothing there anyway, so damn it. That liaison officers, all liaison officers are is bloody police informers, even though they are police, if you know what I mean. They're just information gatherers, mate. Let's have a look. Taffy, hello, mate. How you doing? Hope you well. Liaison. Yeah, mate, he was. That's all they were trying to do. We was just trying to constantly get information out of us, where we're going, how long we're staying. He didn't really want us like staying still for more than 5 minutes. So I think you've just realised to keep a couple of them. Yeah, I think you realised, mate. I think you actually realised what the whistle was for at certain times. Yeah, a few of them complained at me and that, but it's what they were doing. They were jamming on both sides, and what they were trying to do is make me bump into them for a few times so they could try and get me done for a police assault. And like you would have heard a couple of times when I see him push matey back in, you know what I mean? And I fully saw it, mate. You know what I mean? You can't get out of what they've done. They literally tried agitating it. And if they never had my live stream going and pointing at them, mate, they would have decked me and like I did a few other times and smashed the hell out of me. This year, mate, you're not doing that. Good, mate. But no, it was still fun, mate. You know what I mean? I said to them, 10 years, mate, and you're not stopping me. Never going to stop me, mate. They were just waiting for... Of course they were, mate. You know what I mean? When we got to Tory HQ, mate, then they were trying to get real cocky there. You know what I mean? Then Buckingham Palace, mate, up towards that bit. That was when they were obviously getting tired, because by that time they were trying to convince me not to go down towards Hyde Park. Yeah, and I was like, no, that's where I'm going, because I know it's half a mile, and you lot in them uniforms are going to be knackered. Yeah, in the end, it was half of it was right. They cornered us all. They kept us all the way round. We went everywhere. Yeah. So the idea was, I think what I was going to do now is just march everybody on and marching coppers on all the time. Not me, just to knock them out. Yeah, bit of payback. Let me just wait. Husky and Wolf Dog. Hello, how you doing? As you can see, I survived. I didn't get arrested or anything like that. It just what happened was the live stream it cut out, and that was just as we were going down the rich parts of London and everything like that. But we got to Piccadilly, guy. We took some pictures and everything there by that point. And then what we noticed was everyone just started to fade off from there because it was just total police kettle all the way round. And in the end, they said, "Where are you going next?" I said, "Well, we're all going to chill out at Trafalgar Square." And then we could say, "Got Trafalgar Square, Husky Wolf Dog," and they started giving me threats because the cameras was off, you see. But I was like, "Whatever, do whatever you're going to do, and I'll do whatever I don't want to do." But I wish it was recorded so I could make a complaint to the Met that they physically threatened me. Yeah, they're going to do stuff, whatever. But yeah, cheers for popping in there, Husky and Wolf Dog. That was brilliant. And I watched back some of it, guys. You know what I mean? And Rob, man. Oh, obviously Rob was keeping the chat room entertained, man. That was constant banter. But yeah, I didn't think really anything that anyone would tune into that and even carry on watching it. The first thing I thought was like, as soon as they see it's the protest, as soon as they see it's the anonymous thing like that, they'll just be like, nah. But in the end, I just kept on watching it. It was like, wait a minute, I kept on going up and down, up and down. By the time I come home, there was something like over 100 views in just a few hours on it. You know what I mean? And then I was having the rest of Anonymous asking if they could put it into the bloody groups, and I was just like, no. I used to be part of certain groups, and you know what I mean. They've gone their way, I've gone my way. We're all anonymous still, but I won't operate with them because they're coppers and arcs. Yeah, smashing the light. Yeah, if you want to peep, that's up to you. If you want to smash the light, you smash the light. If you don't, you don't. You know what I mean? Had to be done, mate. Yeah, mate. You know what I mean? But at the end of it, there's a group of us. We've come together. We've had a chat and everything like that. Because as soon as we got back to Trafalgar Square, the coppers just went. Poof. I think they was happy just melt away and get home. You know what I mean? And then that just left about 15, 20 of us there, like the hardcore strong. You know what I mean? All just chilling out and having chats and that. And then amongst all of us, we just turned around and said, right, next year, we're going to take it off hands, you know what I mean? Rather than letting some of the old block do it, we're just going to turn around and go, right, we're going to raise the profile and bring it back up to the way it was, man. But yeah, it has to be done every year, mate. Some people will say, well, what if the Conservatives get out this year and old bloody Corbyn gets in? You know what I mean? It doesn't matter who's bloody in. The message is still the same, if you know what I mean. There's still injustice. There's still homelessness. If Corbyn gets in, I'll give him his chance. You know what I mean? If the persistent homelessness carries on, persistent injustice and everything like that carries on, then we're back out on the streets and we'll be back there and we won't be doing just the one protest a year. We'll be doing like we did a few years ago, a few protests throughout the year. But hey, we'll see what happens. And we haven't stopped until injustice has been sorted. And in this world, it's going to be until my dying day then. So there you go. It's just like it's going to be one of these crusty hippies, man. Magnetic G, hello, mate. How you doing? I hope you're well, mate. Hey, look, stranger, my family garden. Hello, mate. Hope you're well. And you need to take more batteries with. Urban Lad Yorkshire. I took 2 battery packs with me, mate. Yeah. And my for low sign on batteries here gave me what was it, Rob? Probably about 2-3 minutes warning. Yeah. We plugged it in. As soon as I plugged it in, it started charging up. It just cut out like that. But it's what I should have done was put the charger packs in halfway round. I just didn't think, mate, and just let the phone go. I wasn't looking at the percentages on it. I even took a speaker down there. I don't even know what it is now. I took a speaker down there, one of David's speakers, put it in the bag. It was playing all right on the train. We got to London, turned it to Trafalgar Square, went to plug the music in. The port had broke. We had no music, mate. It was gutting. It was gutting. But hey, it was still fun. There might not been many of us this year, but it was still fun and it was good laugh. And we still do what we do every year. Yeah, we have a march round. We shout out doing what we're meant to do with the injustices and everything like that. Whether people like it or not is tough. Rob, I think you turned around or someone turned around and said, "I bet you lose loads of subscribers for that." Yeah, we did. Oh well, guess what? Tough. You know what I mean? That's life, isn't it? Oh, I think I slowly caught up and that on there. I'll be doing that second part of that premiere, man. Yeah. For once, it's actually loading up fast on my computer. Usually it takes a couple of hours to load up. This one's saying 17 minutes, but I'll probably do that at 9 o'clock tonight. I don't know, something like that. I'll make my mind up at some point before I shoot off. iPhone regarding, what did I say? Yeah, innit? You know what I mean, Rob? Let's have a look. I think I caught up. So, what did you all do? Did you have your fireworks night? No, I wasn't going to take any fireworks down there. As soon as you take fireworks down there, they have you. Boom, straight on you. I turned around and said to him, "You're not going to do me for holding this sparkler, are you?" You know what I mean? They would have done it if they had the chance. I don't remember saying that. Oh, was it not you? Oh, it might have been Rapid Man then. I'll have to go back and check the thread. But one of you was like, "I bet you lose loads of subs for that," and yeah, I did. Oh well, not bothered. Yeah, we was at a bonfire in Devon, on the beach. Man, gee, you're up north, ain't you? I thought you was up north somewhere, Bradford way and all that way, unless you was down there on holiday or something. But you were saying most stuff, mate. That was because yours kept on flashing up, and then somebody had the bright idea writing in capital letters just as about the stream was about to go offline. You know what I mean? I was just about getting it then as well. I brought a couple of mates to the stream. Yeah, I noticed that, mate. Should have gained a couple. I don't know. No, it went down, mate. I don't. I haven't checked me. The emails haven't said I've gained any anyway. Some couple of people came in from the horse, yeah, into the stream, but no, you didn't gain. I'm not bothered if you gained or lost any really. I did what I did. People don't like it, and they don't like the videos, and don't like justice, and you know what I mean. Want to be put into a shower in 10 years' time, a dry one, and it's up to them, mate. But I'll keep fighting for my rights and other people's rights. You'll have to let us know next time so we can come down. I did say, mate, loads of times I've said to people throughout the whole of the last year, I've said to loads of people all the time that I'll be doing this and I'll be doing that and I'll be covering it. If you missed that, you missed it, mate. You know what I mean? But I've said it enough times for enough people. I was speaking to Urban Fox Cub. I think he was gonna pop down. What's the demonstration for? It's anonymous. If you type in anonymous into Google, and you find out what anonymous stands for, it's a collective of many things: homelessness, NHS, censorship on the internet, police brutality, government frauds. You know what I mean? All that sort of stuff. A collective of many stuff. You know what I mean? For like you, my family garden, we had the Palestine contingent and everything there. You know what I mean? And the Julian Assange contingent and everything like that. So yeah, you know what I mean? It's like a social justice movement for many things. Mainly, it's about trying to sort out this difference between the corrupt elite and the poor and unjust on society, mate. But it's just a couple of videos back, mate. It's there. The last two videos. That's what it was about. It's quite small actually this year. We have had years we've had thousands, and I mean thousands of people there, where we brought the whole of Trafalgar Square to a standstill, and all the way down from Trafalgar Square down to Downing Street and all that. 13 minutes ago. That's it. Bloody hell. This ain't going to be a long live stream either, guys. You know what I mean? I keep thinking it's later than what it is as well. On the Palestinian demos and companies demos and extension rebellion. Yeah, mate, I've done plenty of them, mate. You know what I mean? Plenty of them. I've even took plenty of buildings for squats and everything for to house homeless people and everything like that. All sorts. Guys, if you want to, you want to. If you don't have to. You know what I mean? It's all down to your own individual taste. See, Extension Rebellion, we had one of their guys there with us. My personal belief is Extension Rebellions. I respect everything, all the people who are willing to put themselves on the line to get arrested and everything like that, which will destroy your future. I do know. You know what I mean? And all the people are willing to do something. But that's all I will say is beware of the people running the show. You know what I mean? Have alternative motives from the beginning. Check their backgrounds. Check where their money came from. Check how rich they are. Check why they're doing it for a PhD. Gal Brookman, you know what I mean? But there you go. Just beware of Extension Rebellion. They're being led by the exact same people. The exact same people we're fighting against. Reserves CBJ. Repetitive beats. Spartans took the base away. I thought he was going to do a bit of MC in the way that was lingering. We started a food kitchen last year. 1 year anniversary is about to start. Right, there's a group on Facebook called the Northampton Street Angels. My friend's page, I helped to start it up and that, because we used to be part of that anonymous Up Safe Winter where you went around all around the country, opening up squats and taking buildings, and you know what I mean, and feeding people, like you say, street kitchen, stuff like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, I've done all that. If you go and check that out, so that's Northampton Street Angels, and then you got Peterborough Squatters Autonomy. That's another one. What else have we got? I've got loads of pages, guys. You know what I mean? Loads of Anonymous World Rising. You know what I mean? The Kamikaze Crew, Fending Anonymous. There's loads, loads and loads and loads and loads. You know what I mean? I'm quite an admin in quite a lot of pages. But yeah, I've exactly done all that, mate. You know what I mean? We feed birds in the garden. Yeah, I do that as well. Feed birds in the garden. But yeah, mate, we did it for a while. But the unfortunate thing now in my city is we haven't really got what you would say visible, genuine homeless. The only ones we got there now are the ones what have got somewhere to live, and they're only out begging in the streets to, unfortunately, help towards their habit. You know what I mean? The ones what are really, really in trouble seem to be getting the help they need, if you know what I mean. The ones what ain't are the ones and ain't taking drugs or anything like that, or ain't taking smack or crack or anything like that, or spice. They just won't accept the help, if you know what I mean. But no, the only ones we've got there now is the kinds of the ones what will rob you in the dark. You know what I mean? And I actually know some of their backgrounds, and I know for a fact they're all scammers. You know, yeah, so I won't help people in my own city at the minute because I can literally walk around, tell you where they live, tell you what gang they're a part of, and who's leading them and what happens and everything. So no, if I want to help a homeless person, I'll go and buy them their food. Yeah, if it's a genuine homeless person, I'll buy them their food. I ain't gonna give my money to big charities because it don't reach them. You know what I mean? Or I'll go up and give them some clothes. I'll give them some socks. I'll give them stuff like that. I'll give them all sorts. Wait a minute. Say that. Well, you should say that. There you go, my family garden. See all these? That's what we hand out to them. Look, they're all socks, and these come from. Oh right, they're actually from my friends that are in the NHS in operating theatres and everything like that. Is what you don't realise is when you have an operation, they give you they're meant to give you an operation kit, like you can have a dressing gown, socks, and something else and stuff like that. But most of it don't give it out. So what happens to them is it gets chucked away in the bins. Yeah. So my friend, when she was in operating theatres, collected them all, give them to us all. I've got bags of them still to give out. And yeah, I go around when I see people, I'll give them that. I've got hats, gloves, all sorts. Sometimes we make up the care packages and everything. But you'll see, if you go on them pages, you'll see my face, you'll see my ugly mug and my camouflage stuff, or where we used to do it. And we used to do that next to the Sikhs, with doing their stuff. Some are turning up that have homes but can't afford food. Yeah, exactly what we had, mate. Yeah, we used to help them. If you go and look at the Northampton Street Angels one, you'll see what we used to do. My Shankalara, whatever we call them, Sikhs, over that side of the road on Abberton Street in Northampton, used to do all the food for them, and they would come over to us, and we would have clothes, shoes, care packages, obviously with all the bits and bobs they needed in it. Literally, a few tables long, and a few volunteers, and all sorts. It's all there. It's all documented, mate. It's all on there. It's all on Facebook and everything. But yeah, we went around the whole of the country. I did Leicester, London, Northampton, Peterborough, and somewhere else. I just don't know any of the other places now. Right, let's we have right. Let's have a look. Bum, 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 bum. We have a lot of proper homeless in Reading. Met a guy at my local shops in the suburbs. Split from the missus and want to live on the streets of Bristol. Blah 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 blah. The proper ones, mate. If they want the help and they don't want to just go up and put it straight up their arm or something like that, I generally help them, mate. You know what I mean? I've tried helping the ones who have got habits too many times, and at the end of it, mate, it doesn't matter. I've got people. I've given them homes. You know what I mean? I've saved some of their lives and everything actually, and no, they still keep going back to it. There's not more I can do for them. I'll only help the ones who want to help themselves in a way. The other way of dealing with them is to let them go to specialist services what are around, because I ain't got that sort of knowledge to help them that way. If you know what I mean? We're collecting for winter hats, coats, and blankets. Bang on. Well, Rapid Man will know. Rapid Man knows all about the Operation Safe Winter and everything. He knows I used to be part of and everything like that. And he would have known about all the squats down this way we took and everything. So, but yeah, exactly. That's what we used to do. With my illnesses and everything, it's taken me off for the last 2 years of going out and really doing it myself. You know what I mean? We walked past a couple when we was in London the other night. I went to go in my pockets to give them some change and realised I had no change whatsoever. So yeah, made me feel a bit bad, because Anonymous usually when you pass is meant to give out a little bit of change to everybody. You know what I mean? But London, oh my God, it's literally every 5 meters you go. Every 5 meters, they're everywhere. It's growing everywhere in London, literally. Oh, I feel sorry for them all, because they all look like they're going to die this winter. You know what I mean? They're all gone. They're all, yeah. I've been husky. To be honest, I'm probably bad, but I've given homeless guys ciggies and ganja before instead of money. That's probably, you know what I mean. It's up to you, mate. It's up to them. That's at least that's nothing hard, I suppose. As long as you're not feeding them smack and crack and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm off, mate. I need food again. Okay, mate. Tappy, catch you later, mate. Thank you very much for popping in. For highlighting. We'll have the balls to do so. Oh, mate, I've been doing it I've been doing it since all this happened to me. So you know what I mean. See you. Okay, right. Fake homeless gangs earning loads of money is wrong. Yes, mate. See them in. Yeah, Peterborough's riddled with it. You know what I mean. At the minute. Yeah. But there's a good few things have opened up in Peterborough now, and I've been seeing the proper homeless people have been the ones that don't want to be on the street and don't want to be begging or anything like that. I've taken the services what are offered to them. It's sit and have a spliff. Oh, right, and a chat. Yeah, mate, that's the best way. I've done that many a times. Many a time. Sat down and had a chat with them. You know what I mean? Have a cigarette, let's just have a chat, blah, 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 blah. Sometimes when I've got nothing at all. You know what I mean? There's a famous guy in Peterborough called Eddie. I do need to stop to him actually sometimes. I've been too busy lately going back and doing things and rushing. Yeah, I actually do need to stop and say, oh, Eddie, I haven't spoken to you for a little while. I'll just have a cigarette with him. Even though I'd stopped smoking like the cigarette backies. I'll probably nick someone's roll at one. Yeah, but he's voluntary homeless, if you know what I mean. Lives on a boat and everything like that. And he just sits in town all day trying to play his guitar. You know what I mean? Not the best, but there you go. You will know Eddie and his dog. Yeah, exactly. I know Eddie and his dog, mate. We've tried helping him out a few times. Actually, there's a video. Probably there's a few videos of us helping people in Peterborough homeless thing. One of them's had it was like 50,000 views or something like that. And that was when David was getting hassled from the police, and we all rushed out from the pub to help him. A lot of proper homeless just appreciate being seen and spoken to, like normal people. Exactly that, mate. Exactly that. Yeah, cup of tea, an apple, a smile, even a smile. You know what I mean? Even a smile can save somebody's life. Or hello, or goodbye, or thank you. You know what I mean? Or anything like that. 23 minutes. This one said it was loading for 70 minutes. Okay. I'll take that. Right. Appreciating this, but yep, what all people. So I end up going to him, twisting the melon, yeah. I tell you what though, I don't want to get them put on this that 20,000 what do you call it, tester thing. I know they probably already picked the people already, but damn, doctor, put me on that test trials, please. I wouldn't have tell you, I would not. I'd not have done Tuesday if it wasn't for the right medications to go to that. You know what I mean? And to the person what did it and gave me them, you're not watching, but I'll tell you what. Thank you very much. You had me running around London. I ain't been able to run like that for ages. I wasn't running. I was just walking fast, as you could probably hear on the live stream every now and again. Slow down. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Here it's common for right. This is so. This is another thing because we gave loads of them somewhere to live over a space of 6 months and everything like that. They told us all the tricks and everything like this and showed us and everything. Right, that's what happens now in this area, in our town and everything like that. The gangs are hired out dogs. You know what I mean? But basically, someone will give them the dog to be with all day, and they have to pay somebody for letting them have the dog there because the dog brings in more money. So a few of them have dogs. You look at these dogs; they clearly are no way near street dogs. Immaculate coats and everything. You can tell. I actually know because I know who they are and I know I found out about it. They go to a certain family. The certain family gives them the dogs. They're forced out on the street to beg, and then at the end of the day, basically they have to give their earnings to this family. And if their earnings, you know what I mean, they get beaten up, and they don't get given their smack or the crack. So yeah. Um, uh, just show one thing: dogs are better than cats. Yeah, never give money, just dog food, dog treats. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We fell for that one many times in the old days. Give them money, you know exactly where it's going. Yeah, as soon as they're counting up to £10, and then they're suddenly going, oh, I've just got to go to a toilet. You know what I mean? I'll see you in a minute, and then you can be waiting around half an hour or something, and then they're not there. You know where they've gone. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's always, I just need a couple of more quid and I've got 10 quid. And they seem to think you don't understand what 10 quid is. You know what I mean? Yeah. But there you go. Oh, do you know what? It was good having some of you in there, though. Some of you guys in there. There was some of you I didn't expect would pop into something like that. Probably Rapid Man and Rob Random. You know what I mean? I sort of ain't got my voice back either. Pardon me. Do that. That's actually bloody loaded it quite quick for once, that one. We've been on almost half an hour. Was tempted to jump in the car and get to Trafalgar. Well, I was actually thinking, I know you're sort of outskirts of London or something like that, you know what I mean? But if you're not doing anything next year, Rob, turn up, mate. You know what I mean? Meet us there, man. Meet us there. Come and join the crew. Coming up and stomp round London. Reading. Yeah, there you go, mate. Yeah, you know what I mean? From Reading, you could have even jumped on the train. You would have got in there, wouldn't you? Because I don't. What is it, London? It's what's that thing called? Congestion zone, and then pollution zones in there. You know what I mean? I think I've seen them green markings on the ground. You're going into a low emission zone or something like that. It's been going on since 2011. Every year. Maybe I should. Yeah, well, I was expecting the main admins of the of it all to sort it out and promote it more and get it to where it should be. You know what I mean? But yeah, let's have a look at that one. Yeah, congestion zone have to buy a permit. Right, okay, yeah, seen. I bet that's expensive as well. But yeah, when I got there, I realised like the main admins of the pages of the people who are meant to organise it and everything like that. I used to be part of the page, but I went my own way. Too many what you would call coppers narcs in it. But yeah, not even they turned up. And then someone turned around and told me there was a tweet putting out there. We're trying to cancel it just before it all started, which you can't. You know what I mean? They can't cancel an event they have no control over in one way. The event is to happen every single year. You know what I mean? So that's when you tell that certain groups are infiltrated when they're trying to shut down an event what's meant to happen every year, no matter what. You know what I mean? There may be years where it might be like a picnic protest march where you can all just chill because not much injustice or not much is going on, if you know what I mean. But you're still there to show your presence, bring your banners, and to let them know, you know what I mean? Not everyone's going to take their BS. I've done it years ago. Is what they used to say to me, Rob, is, and to say, when it comes to that, loads of people know who I am in the UK for certain political things like that and anonymous and everything. You know what I mean? I did have teeth at one point when I started. You know what I mean? They smashed this one out here. They dislocated my finger out of the spot. On my Facebook, mate, I got pictures of me where I've come back home and you see where they're beating the hell out of me when I've done nothing wrong. Where tourists have literally had to pick me off the floor and everything. And they're just going to these white cops, what you done? He did nothing wrong. He was just trying to walk along and you jumped him. But and then my friend's the one in the mirror video where he's standing at a barrier and the police just come running over. They push him over, push him down. He's on the Mirror newspaper, and all you just see him doing is like that into his face. We was asked if we wanted to sue him at the time. I should have done, but we just wanted to carry on the protest and get out of there. But yeah, we went to the pub and got drunk. But no, a couple of times, mate, it's had to happen. You know what I mean? Some people recognise us, who we are, and it was like, right, because a lot of them won't. You know what I mean? So it was a case of, well, let's just get something sorted, let's get going. And not only that, the police get a bit peed off when they see, yeah, that they can't control people too much. Yeah, all right, yeah, just kettled and everything like that, but we've still got to walk around many, many places where normally over the years we haven't been able to get too far because they just won't let us. Pardon me. If my health was with me, mate, blimey, I'd be unstoppable like I used to be. How much lag is it? I bet there's a little bit in there. Yeah. Oh, there's quite a bit actually. You can scream, shout, you know what I mean, as much as you want. If you're going to be swearing and everything like that, just watch what you're doing because sometimes I try and have your public disorder and stuff like that. When technically, shouting at a copper, swearing at a copper is not against the law. It's if you offend anybody around you, you know what I mean, like members of the public and stuff like that, or if anybody feels threatened and harassed. That's how they. That's the way they look and how they get you. But bar that, mate, it's human rights to go down to protest, to stand up for everyone's rights, mate. You know what I mean? Lying is not a crime. Lying is not a crime, mate. No, lying is not a crime. Why? But as you can tell through the line streams and that, through the gathering information, and everything. That's why I was sometimes saying things on the live stream which you guys weren't even saying. It was just to wind them up. You know what I mean? Every now and again, they're trying to get behind me to see how many people were literally watching. And that's why every now and again I was going, yeah, 800 and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And at one point I said 1 million, I think, didn't I? You know what I mean? Just to wind them up. Obviously, they know I'm lying, but it's like, go away. Yeah, it was. I found there was one woman copper. The one was trying to have a go at me because I was blowing a whistle in her ear, and I wasn't. I was 3 foot away. Yeah, I said, if you want me to go into your ear, I almost did. You know what I mean? Found afterwards, one of my friends, she was giving her some crap, pushing her about, and trying to say she was going to arrest her if she didn't stop blowing her whistle. Oh, yeah, okay, jog on. So I don't mind if they arrested me. If they arrested me, I would have got to court and I would have just turned around and say false arrest, and I would have gone down the line of, you know what I mean? I'd make it a complaint and yeah, suing their ass. 33 minutes. Yeah, she was good. Um, another moderator got it sorted. The whistle was bad. Do you know what? That's why I always take my air horn with me and my whistle. Yeah, originally that was why we were going to take the speaker with us. Yeah, yeah. The idea in that bag I had behind me was a big speaker that was going to play. It was to keep the coppers away because it was all going to be anti stuff about them playing for it and all that sort of stuff. And that usually keeps them away anyway. So I had my devices knowing for a fact they always try and latch on and try and force me to do it. You know what I mean? So it was right. There you go. You know what I mean? You're trying to do is it? You know what I mean? There's one way I can do you in. There's nothing you can legally do. If they put the handcuffs on, can you imagine that? You know what I mean? coming up to court, or why did you jump and why did you arrest him? He was blowing a whistle, Your Honour, and I was 2 feet away, and it just really giving me a headache. You know what I mean? The judge would have laughed. You know what I mean? And my solicitor would have been going, "Oi, you know what I mean? You're busted." Right, Angie, sir. Oh, wait a minute. Bormido, hello, how you doing? Hope you're well. I probably butchered that name, but I do apologise, I have. But no, it was all right, mate. You got to go around, you got to do your thing. I might get out and do another one on this channel here yet. Not too sure. This computer says I'm frozen. Is it freezing every now and then, guys? The computer keeps saying it is. You never know, mate. What's that date? Not here. Oh, that's cool. That sound it's just this computer's freaking out. I've really got to pray out the window. Right, cool, guys. It's just a computer then. I found out why. I just had a message earlier on from what do you call them? Microsoft. This computer is not going to receive any more backup or any support thing. I've never seen it before. Really old computer. So I really do need to go out and buy a new one soon. Right, let's have a look. Wear a decorator's all in one suit and cover it with something gross or sticky. Those coppers will stop bumping into you then. Rob, as if you're in my head, mate. You know what I mean? That's really strange you to say that. I could go out now into the kitchen there and bring back a white suit I was thinking about taking and writing messages all over it. You know what I mean? But, Rob, you're not going to believe this. I have about 50 of them. Industrial ones, dust sheet ones, all sorts, yeah? In my store type thing, in my little storeroom. I've got loads of them. And I was actually thinking of doing something on it, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's, yeah. I might have to do something like that in the future, you know what I mean? But yeah. Right. All good. Bumping into them. Right. Windows. Yes, Rapid. Yeah. It's they've now coming to an end for its thingy. What do you call it? Its support. You know what I mean? This is one of the people that jumped in when we was out on the march. Oh God, you know what I mean? Nisip, I think that's right. If I butchered your name, sorry. I'm pretty good at butchering things. But hello, thank you for jumping in the live stream. Thank you for bumping into that live stream the other night. You know what I mean? Pity it wasn't a massive turnout, but there you go. But yeah, still fun, guys. It was still fun. I can't even open up a page now because it just crashed my computer. Damn it. Really got to get my arse out. I've got to go out and get that electric scooter, mobility scooter. No, not actually, just a scooter. I've got to start getting in places. And I need a new computer, man. I've got to set the revolution up. I haven't set the revolution, so I'm joking. Come next year, man. Come, bring your friends, bring your flags, bring your big drop banners, you know what I mean? Your posters, whatever you feel about, bring it down. You know, even if the Blues are out of government, you know what I mean? It still goes on. It's even if the bloody Reds get in and everything's not hunky-dory and everything's starting to go okay, there's still going to be loads of injustice stuff going about. Still stuff that needs to be sorted out. You know what I mean? Just means we can go down and have a happy one. Hopefully, if these coppers chill out. But yeah, it'd be good to see you there, man. Come, you obviously know how to find us. Just look for the Camo Crew. But yeah, it'd be good to see Rob down there as well, man. Get your ass down there, Rob. Rob can bring his metal detector with you. Me too. I'm just here to metal detect, officer. Digging up Parliament Square. Poof, poof, poof. Got a hit. I've got a hit. "39 minutes. But yeah, it was good anyway. I've got a few of the people that came down from come on that one, so we're all talking and getting things sorted that way. Sarah, if you end up watching this or whatever, We've got one of the Italian girls that has come down. He's here in university and everything like that. They're well up for doing more stuff and everything like that. So that's bang on. So yeah, Sarah, man, we'll get something sorted soon. And John, if Mister Free Hugs guy, if you end up looking in, we'll have to get something sorted for like a meet up or something. You know what I mean? Have a chill out in London or something. Go for a beer or something. I have to go, have fun, hugs on. Husky, wolf dog to you and all, and the dogs and everything. Thank you very much for popping in. I ain't going to be on the late one, a long one anyway. You know what I mean? It was only going to be about an hour or something like that. So, yeah, bang on. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you when you're in again. Rob, do you know what? Rob, have I ever had given you a blue in the past? By the way, anybody doesn't know, I had all my blues wiped out once. I woke up one morning and all my blues are gone. But by now, Rob, you should have had one of these if you hadn't had one in the past. I just never really sort of noticed you hadn't had it. Yeah, I think so. No worries. Right, okay then. Well, I'll explain to you then, mate. Literally, I woke up one morning, all my band people practically gone, and all my moderators come, and it's been slowed as they've been popping back over the streams. The first one I noticed was Rapping Man, funny enough. You know what I mean? And then slowly, as it's been going on, I've been going to people, well, wait a minute, did I used to give you a blue? So anyone who had a blue will get a blue. Bar that, no one's getting added unless they've done certain things. I have to have some physical form of contact with them, like phone number, a bloody Facebook, or, you know what I mean, emails and stuff like that. That's annoying, especially, but yeah, well, thank God some of them block channels haven't come back on. But there was loads of bloody trolls, mate, what were blocked. Paper thing walls. But yeah, you never know. As I was about to say, I might get an itching for a day trip round about, what was it, the 12th? Is it the 12th? I can't. See, this is where I can't do the actual check-in, because if I do the check-in on here, it'll crash the computer. If I can't do the check-in on here because I'm using that as a camera. Trying to remember that TARDS. The TARDS that you blocked. Yeah, exactly. They'll pop up at some point, mate, and I'll just be like, boom. When they pop up, I'll remember in my head. I used to have a brilliant, almost photographic memory at one point, until they're not with the head and everything. And they have to be jolted. As soon as something pops up, that's when I remember. Hey, 42 minutes, right. Not too bad. And as you can tell, I haven't bothered to take that one down yet. I've actually been trying to find some other backdrops I've got in the house somewhere. I know I've got a box of them, I just can't find them. Not what I've no, not from what we know. Not from what I know, any hackers will turn up this year. I was expecting one of them to turn up, at least one of them. You know what I mean? I thought at least one of the MMM admins and all that would have turned up, but no, I didn't see none of them there at all whatsoever. I used to be an admin on the page as well, so yeah, I didn't see none of them there at all, which is pretty disappointing, really. It's down, I suppose, to people like me and everyone that was there the other night. The people that are keeping it strong and keeping it going, to keep it and spread it and try and work it up. If there's anybody you can bring, bring them. Yeah, get your friends to come down. You know what I mean? Even if it's, I suppose, at some point, I know a few of us are going to set up another page as for a meet page, you know what I mean? Just so everybody knows, just to get there, you know what I mean? Whatever happens, if anybody ever says it's off or anything like that, it's not. You know what I mean? It's always going to be on or something like that. But I suppose we can always sort something out where this is what I'm starting to realise. The police sort of don't really mind where we're going at the minute, because at that time of night in them places, there's no one there. You know what I mean? It should be more do the night march as well, but if people, well, we did do this years ago, but they started clamping down mass numbers with loads and loads of police and everything like that. But what you need to do is come throughout the day, put your banners and your signs out, get there a bit earlier, turn up at 4, so all the public what are about and everything like that get to see your banners and your messages and stuff like that. then hopefully more and more people will join, and you know what I mean, there's more chance of people getting there. You know, and then if anybody wants to complain like, oh, but it's all going to be a cold and wet day, there's pubs, a few pubs in a few places around there. You don't always have to stay and come back in shifts. You know what I mean? Bring food, bring picnics, bring music, bring guitars. Yeah, have a chill out, have a jam there at Trafalgar Square. Yeah, we can march up anywhere we want to. Yeah, but we can have a base where it's constantly there and everyone goes back and forth. You know what I mean? I think that's going to be another better way of getting things sorted with it. And then attract more groups to come along. Not necessarily violent groups. You don't want that on them sort of marches. You know what I mean? The only time that comes in handy is when you've got a full revolution going, and that's not going to happen fast. But hey, I wish last year a lot of my lot and us lot weren't too ill to go, because it would have seen maybe from last year a lot of people thinking, right, it's going down and down, whereas morale, if you keep the morale up, people keep going. Everyone bring a bottle of fairy washing up liquid. Funny you should say that, mate. It was done one year, if I remember rightly, as well. I tell you what, though, did you see that on the live stream? Soon as somebody was cracking open a can of drinks, they were going for them. They were going for them. And in the end, I found out at the end of the night, there's definitely one arrest. I know for a fact there's one confirmed arrest, assault on the police officer. Guy did not assault the police officer. The police officer jumped in with the guy had a bottle of drink. He was drinking that. Police officer jumped in. He didn't know he was jumped. It was a police officer. You know what I mean? The guy come on from behind. I was told from the witness. You know what I mean? That's all he did, because he felt somebody jumping. He just apparently went like that. Yeah, and apparently he made contact with the guy's face, and now he's being done for assault and a battery of a police officer. You know what I mean? But there you go. And then I heard there was another arrest earlier on in the night for drunken disorderly or something like that. But well, that they had to get the quota of arrest on the march, didn't they? You know what I mean? But damn, such is life. Where's this? My computer's out a bit freak out. Come on, computer. What happened to Jesus in the green? Oh, Jesus! Right, the guy you said what was talking outside Downing Street, and he was trying to get his point across on that. Yeah, he wasn't drunk. He's got a speech impediment. You know what I mean? And stutter. That's why it was coming out like that, because he has to gain his words and get out. But there was a guy that turned up as Jesus, and he comes every year. He didn't follow us on the march. He didn't follow us on the march. You know what I mean? Which I know he's friends with certain people, so I thought he would have came along. But there's some people just they didn't come leave the square. If you know what I mean? They just sort of came, stayed around for a while, and then when the rain started to happen, went home. You know what I mean? I lost half a stone of weight anyway, so I'll probably put that on last night's chinky. But there you go. Yeah, he was sound as, mate. He was trying to tell us the start of the movement. There was a load of students there doing like obviously things for criminal psychology and stuff like on psychology and political movements and everything. That's why all the interviews were happening everywhere. But yeah, at one point in the square there was clearly double the numbers we had, and then the Julian Assange lot split the protest, and at one point something else split the protest. Hey. Coots, hello mate, how you doing? Thank you very much for popping in. There's not going to be much left of this one, mate. I was only going to go to around about an hour, and then I'm going to probably do. Do you know what? I can do that premiere at about. I'm probably going to do it about 8 o'clock actually. I can do it for an hour afterwards. So at 8 o'clock I'll do a streaming premiere. It'll be about a 17-minute video, I think. 15, 17-minute video. At least that probably split the police up a bit. No, not really, mate. What you probably couldn't see on the live streams is practically everywhere we went there was extra vans waiting. We were just totally outnumbered, mate. There was a couple hundred coppers on us. You know what I mean? So And then every time we went somewhere, they could see where the vans were parking up in case we were stopping to do stuff. And that was why I kept asking me where we're going, because I'm trying to get the vans there. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's why I was winding them up some places, trying to wind them up to wherever they wanted to get. And we say we're going here, say we're going there. But hey ho. God, bloody hell. What's it doing there? Look like some. Hello. Don't you like it when the stream's delayed? You get to see yourself like that, and it's like, what am I doing? I look like a right fairy. I know, it's that time of year. Turn on the Christmas lights. Did see the vans. They emptied when you went to the. Yeah, that's right, mate. Yeah, yeah. They came out then, didn't they? Yeah, that was they weren't sure what we were going to do there. I was just like, right, I know it's here. I'm just going to make it look like we're walking past and just shoot down there. One of them, he got it. He stood right in front of me, but then a couple of people ran, so he was like that, and I was like, right, I'm walking forward. You can't stop us now. But I don't think they want us at all going down that street. But yeah, the panicked. They did panic, mate. You know what I mean? And then she heard it when we got down the bottom there, when they started to push people and everything like that. And I'm thinking, there's 200 of you, there's 100 of us, if that. You know what I mean? No need for it. Yeah, you've got all your battening gear on. Oh, and then I noticed, I don't know if that guy I went up to try and get his epaulet. I've actually got other videos of him somewhere. You know what I mean? And I think he was actually one of the ones what might have been responsible for this. Yeah, the group of the ones that beat living hell out of me with the battens and everything. They got me down on the ground and loads of them just went in for everything. I say if it wasn't for them tourists, yeah, I would have been in a worse severe point. That was a few years ago, 2015's one, I think. There's actually a video somewhere. You see me, the police van actually, at one point of it, both of them driving into me to smash into me in the bumpers. I get through it, and as I get through it, something happens with my hand, and this, you see me putting the finger back. Oh, yeah. But now I'll always stay. I'm social justice, mate. Tough luck. If people don't like it and they look at these videos, sorry. What would you rather do? Be forced into a small cell for you and your family to live in for the rest of your life, to work until you die? Yeah, this is what I will do, guys. At 8 o'clock, in an hour's time, well, in an hour, 5 minutes time, I'll put that premiere on of part two of the Bloodhound missile site and that. I've got, you still believe it or not, I've got, I don't know, I must have another 20 still backlog videos. Everything you've seen for the last 3-4 months has been backlog videos. Yeah, I've got to start getting out and doing some more stuff. Stop this illness kicking me in. 52, got 8 minutes left until I'll shut this one down. That's not giving me a very good thumbnail. I'm having to, do you know what, editing, guys? I hate trying to learn this editing and thumbnails and stuff like that. New computer and new learning. Obviously, I've got all this old rubbish here as well. I'll have to be that one for a minute then. Coots, what have you been up to? You've been out today, mate? Have you been collecting? I say today, it is today there now. Sorry, guys, it's dinner time there for you and Coots. Just after. Oh. Everybody's moaning and been at your videos for the last 4 or 5 days. You'll understand why, because of arranging the Tuesday and everything and then getting over it for the last couple of days. So I will get round to videos. Rob, I've got to remember to get quite a few to yours, but it's because you pop in here a lot, I forget to go to your actual bloody page. And John Chum, if he popped in, I tried his to send something for him. Wrong email. Rob, did you give me an email last time in one of the other streams? I'm trying to remember who it was. John Chum, I think it was somebody else. rather than me having to go back and look for all of the playback. Oh, am I lagging that far behind? Damn. But Rapid, I take it you're still here. Yeah, it was John Chum, and I think someone else was on about. The reason I said you, Rob, believe it or not, because look, it's well, that's what I write things down, what people are on about, and you're on there. So check your email, Rob Random. So I don't know why I put check your email, Rob Random. Uh, this is what I have to do. I have to put things in front of me now just to try and remember stuff. My head's going, my memory goes, and then it comes back later, if you know what I mean. I just sit there, oh yeah, boom. After I should have done things well earlier on. No idea, I must that's it, mate. Off the dam, shall we? Off the dam. But yeah, it was there, and I just can't remember why I wrote it there because I got John's and I wrote that there for some reason. Hey ho, it'll come to me. Guys, I'm going to go for another 4 minutes, and then I'll shut it down and I'll come on for the premiere. Yeah. Funny you should say that. 2011. That's where I was in Amsterdam doing Occupy. I was doing a sort of. It was two things in one, 2 visits in one sort of thing, if you know what I mean. But yeah, Anon in Dam. What would it have to be? Would it be a shark in the shark on a were shark in the canals? You know what I mean? Or would it be like a were cycle wolf? Because they're all like on cycle bikes, aren't they? They haven't got an underground, Rob. Damn it. That's going to be an hard one. They haven't got an underground, so I can't rip people who part in underground. Bike march. Oh, mate, you just reminded me they've done a better job than us this year. I see a picture of them. They had a good turnout, mate. They had a good turnout. Oh, damn it. And Anon in Dam. See, and Anon in Dam just gets me like werewolf in London. Bang. So if there is anybody here and you want to pop back at 8 o'clock, I'll shove that premiere on and I'll be with you for about 15, 17 minutes. There's 5 of you in here now. Thank you for the guys that have done the old obligatory thumbs up or unobligatory thumbs up, but it's all cool. Saucy Anon is live. Oh. Saucy Anon. Why wasn't you there yesterday? Hey. Hadn't got enough cards though. I was like, oh. I'll have to check and see if I picked up that. I know I have on Instagram and that. I know I have on Facebook. Picked up a few of them on there, but a bit more network for next year, that'll be, won't it? Ooh. I'm still recovering from it as well. 2 days in, like that, I ain't moving. I ain't going out. Five, right. Don't do that. Sorry guys, I'm just checking something. More notifications on the old book. Not good. Okay. Funny enough. New notifications from Northampton Street Angels. I'll have to check. Do you know what the thing is? We set that up a little while ago, and I've not been able to get to help them for a couple of years because they can no longer afford to drive the 50 mile to pick me up to take them back there to go and help them with distributions and that. But they are doing a good job on their own anyway. Who's this? Arian Parisan. Oh, all right, okay. I'll have to get him in a minute. Right, let's confirm him on that. People are starting to get me. There's the guy from the thingy, from the protest. Right, let's have a look. I'm on 59 minutes, guys. I'm going to shut it down. There's 5 of you in here, so I'll say thank you very much, everyone, for popping in. 59, 40. So it's going to go in a second, guys. I'll catch you at 8 o'clock for the premiere. Wish you all well, and remember, fight for your rights. See, oh, I've got 10. Right, OCD at the minute with this sort of thing. I shouldn't be, but there you go. See you later, Rob. Thank you very much, everyone. I'll catch you at the premiere soon. Cheers, mate. Bye.